Hi everybody. Today I want to show you how to, I'm going to go to a blog just to show you this first, how to take your chosen styrofoam cup photo that you took and put it in Photoshop and crop it a little bit. This is Hannah's and they're quite beautiful. So I have Photoshop open down here, but in case you don't, here's how you get there. Click somewhere on the desktop. In the Finder window, go to Go, Applications, and then scroll down to Adobe Photoshop, which in this case is right here. And you're going to notice that this is like it's not actually the application Adobe Photoshop, it's actually a folder that contains it, so there it is, and you just double click. What I like to do is just drag this down to my dock down here so I can just click on that. So I'm in Photoshop, and you can see there it is up there. Go back to Hannah's blog for a second, pick, these are all good, so I'm just going to grab this one. Hold down the Control key, copy the image, and I'm going to go back to Photoshop, File, New, after I've copied it. So I should see something that says Clipboard right here. I'm going to ignore this stuff for now, and I'm going to say Edit, Paste. Okay, so if you did that correctly, it should just paste it directly in there. The next thing I want to do is I want to crop this so that it's an 11 by 14 inch in proportion, not in an actual size. So how do I do that? Well, I click on the crop tool over here on my toolbar. Up at the top where it says width and height, I decide which way do I want it to be 14 inches and which way do I want it to be 11. I think I'm going to make this 11 and make this 14. And when I start to crop, you're going to notice that it automatically gives me those proportions no matter what, which is what I want. I'm going to strongly recommend, and this is the crop tool, that you're going to probably end up losing a little bit of your sculpture in this process because you want to have the sculpture touching all four sides. You know, how far in do you want to go? Like, this is also a potential successful thing. If you want to grab the whole thing, so be it. What you don't want is something like this where you have a lot of empty space because you're just not activating the entire positive negative space of the sculpture if you decide to leave that black. Whereas that looks pretty good. So if I like that, you can't see it over here, but there's a little check mark over here, unfortunately. So I'm going to hit that, or you could just hit the little move tool here. Either of those would work. I'll hit the move tool just to show you. Hit crop, and there we go. This is now ready to be saved and printed for your drawing. So I would just go to print, and of course scale to fit media, and I'm going to make this a portrait orientation like that. So that is what I would end up printing out. Just keep in mind it's going to print it to an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, so it's not going to be a 1-to-1 size to the 11 by 14. You're going to have to scale that up by hand. And of course we're printing it to this printer right here, so I would hit print. That's that. So good luck with that, and let me know if you have any questions.